Hey everybody, Eagle Run 23 here. Well, time has come to say goodbye to one of the coolest things that we have had on the workbench. It's time to send back the Avenger 55XR. This is an absolutely phenomenal thermal. Now, I say that and I don't have a ton of experience with thermal, but I have used a couple of other ones. Some of my buddies have thermals and I've had them look through this one and I've looked through theirs. This is definitely the one that I would choose, but let's talk about it a little bit here. This is a beautiful thermal sent to us from Fusion Thermal. It is a top of the line, way nice thermal unit, and I wish that I could keep it, but we're going to talk more about why I can't keep it, but we're also going to talk more about how awesome this thing is. I do have some footage to share with you, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And we're going to get this back in the box and get it sent back to them. Thank you so much, Fusion Thermal, for trusting this unit with me. These are expensive, guys, and let's talk a little bit more about price and the system of use. So those of you that watch my channel, you know I am an avid shooter. I'm not much of a hunter, but I am an avid shooter, and I'm fans of all things firearms, mostly modern stuff. We don't really do much with older or military type stuff, but as far as hunting goes, I have been deer hunting, and if someone asks me to go deer hunting, I'll probably go with them. But hunting deer just really isn't my thing. That's not my connection to the firearms, is using it for hunting. There's a lot of guys whose connection to firearms is based and revolved around hunting, and mine is the love of building and the love of shooting. And here recently in the last few years, I've learned to love to reload as well. So I do have just over 100 acres that's been in my family for years, and we camp and do some hog hunting and things like that there. And when I had the opportunity to work with them, I was very hopeful that the guns that I had been building, mostly 8.6 Blackout, were going to be matching up with the use of this thermal. And also my schedule. You guys know I'm a small business owner. I have 30 employees. I do YouTube as a hobby, but it has taken off so much that I'm having to spend more time managing the YouTube channel than what I originally had allowed for. So in July, when this showed up, I was, we'll say, optimistic that my schedule would allow me some time to go hunting and that my guns would all be working. They were project guns with a Wildcat caliber and all sorts of things did go wrong and could have gone wrong at the time. So when this showed up, I was ready to go, and we immediately got it unboxed and were able to take it out. This went on a couple of hunts with me. Unfortunately, because we don't hunt hogs regularly on the property, and it was incredibly hot this summer, and it was incredibly dry this summer. Texas was hot and dry. Typically, we have quite a bit more rain. Texas is not the desert. It's hot, but it does rain here, and that did not happen this summer. So the 2 or 3 times I went out, we did not see any hogs, which was a bummer because we had guns working and we had a very expensive, very top-of-the-line thermal to use, and it didn't match up. So I was a little bit disappointed in my experience, but the optic never disappointed me. The battery life on this is crazy. They use nice quality batteries. I feel like the usage of the machine using the batteries is also very efficient, and I could get a set of batteries to last me for an entire hunt, and they would only be half full whenever I was swapping them out the next time going to recharge them. High quality stuff all the way through this unit. We had one of the owners from Fusion Thermal come on and do a live podcast with us. That video is phenomenal. We learned so much about what makes these what makes them work, what makes one better than another one. Really a great learning experience trying to just find out more about something that I just didn't know a ton about. Now, as you know, thermals are expensive. Common models are a couple $1,000s on the low side. High-end models like this are $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Now, for me, I was able to borrow this for a couple of months, which was great. But I quickly found that my system of use for this was way more optic than what I needed as a casual hunter. Now, if I were hunting hogs more regularly, I would 100% get the Avenger 55XR. For me, who's going to go hunting anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 times a year, the cost per use on this unit would be too high. I am talking with them and seeing if I can maybe get in one of their models that would more closely align with my system of use and the cost per use to get something that I could take out with me when I'm able to go hog hunting occasionally and still keep some of that high quality from Fusion Thermal. Fusion Thermal has been amazing to work with, excellent customer service. They follow through on everything. I would have no problem spending the amount of money on this. It's just a lot of money to have in something for me with a small YouTube channel that I'm only going to use a handful of times, which is why I'm probably going to pick up the Boremaster or one of their other new models that are coming out. I've been looking on their website, and I think I've got a couple in mind that would work really well for me and match up with the cost per use and how much I'm going to use it. So I'm going to be putting this in a box and sending it back to them, hoping that I can work with them again in the future. I'm disappointed on my end because I didn't get a hog and I wasn't able to hunt this summer when I had a bunch of time. And this fall, things have just gotten so busy. And here we are looking at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and there's just not another opportunity that I'm going to be able to get back out there. I'm looking at the calendar and there's just not another opportunity for me to get out there. So again, big thank you to Fusion Thermal. Guys, I have a link for Fusion Thermal. Go check out their stuff. Follow them on Instagram. Tell them that you saw it on Eagle Run 2-3. And we're going to get this back in the box and get it sent up. Might shed a tear. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.